It was an emotional day as a man accused of killing his adopted son went in front of a judge. The victim's biological family was there, and you're going to hear from his aunt.
A woman accused of abusing her elderly mother-in-law also seeing a judge today. Brandy Wouters was in court for a bond hearing. Find out if she's still locked up or back on the streets.
Is old paint and pesticides taking up space in your garage? Or Steve Alexander will tell you how to safely get rid of them. Hello, happy Friday. Thanks for closing out the week with us on Fox 10. I'm Letitia Bush.
And I'm Chastity Bird in for Lenise Lagon. We've got a lot to tell you about today. Let's get right to it. First up today, we're following some breaking news.
We've learned an airplane hangar is on fire at the Coast Guard base on Tanner Williams Road. Mobile Fire Rescue is on the scene, and they've called for a second alarm.
We've got a crew on the way. We're going to let you know when we get any new information.
First at 4, we're following up to a story we broke on Wednesday. The Mobile County District Attorney's Office says the man accused of murdering his adoptive son confessed to punching the 23-month-old. There were tears in the courtroom when the assistant district attorney told the judge the baby suffered injuries to his liver, pancreas, intestines, and had bruises on his head. Police say John Henderson brought the child into Providence Hospital Tuesday, claiming the baby fell from a high chair. However, an autopsy revealed the child died of blunt force trauma to the midsection. The child's biological family was in the courtroom.
Wasn't even 2. He wasn't even able to ride a bike.
On Fox 10 News at 5, you'll hear if the suspect was granted bond and from the baby's biological father. And let me tell you, he is stunned. A Pritchard woman facing charges after police say she abused her elderly mother-in-law. She was also in court today. Brandy Wouters is charged with first-degree elder abuse and neglect. Police say she hid the victim's walker, dragged her into the home, and struck her, causing blunt force trauma to the legs. Now, the defense today said the victim has Alzheimer's and was confused. They said she fell and broke her leg. This morning, a judge granted her a $10,000 bond and said she's not allowed to have physical contact with the victim. Wouters posted bond at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Builders and realtors in Baldwin County are seeing an increase in home building costs and construction. Since 2008, the market has been on a steady rise. Realtors say interest rates are at a low, meaning it is a good time to buy or build. For builders, that means more construction on new homes. Realtors say a lot of people are moving to Baldwin County for the quality of education and quality of life. If you've been wanting to get rid of old paint or other hazardous waste at your home, Saturday is the day.
You know that stuff can stack up. Mobile County is sponsoring a collection event tomorrow. Fox 10 News reporter Steve Alexander says you don't even have to get out of your car.
This was another perfect 10 in my book. It was just a beautiful spring day.
I'm not going. Now, I got hot today.
Oh, no.
I know.
It's
Shocker.
never perfect, is it?
No, it was perfect.
Oh, you're either cold or you're hot.
Well, let me
What's
tell
the
you.
deal?
Let me tell you.
I give it a 10.
Yeah, it was really nice. But you know, I never get hot, and we turned on the AC in the car today.
Oh, Lordy.
Okay.
It's a shocker. So everybody fall out.
And you don't want to roll down the windows because that would mess up your hair,
Yeah.
God forbid.
Oh, gotta keep it right.
Yep. Let's see what's
Listen to
going on
him.
weather-wise.
Listen to him. You should ask him about his hair.
Yeah, all right. It's Sassy
We
Friday.
see you in the makeup room. New developments today related to the Boston Marathon bombing.
This has to do with a man killed while being questioned about one of the suspects. Bob Grip joins us in the studio with the details. Bob? Well, stay with us. There's a lot more coming on Fox 10 News.
Coming up, the First Lady is visiting China. She's there to strengthen ties with the nation, and she's also talking education. It marks the very first time a U.S. First Lady has made an independent visit to China, and you're going to get a look.
Then at 4:18, we'll introduce you to some diabetes sniffing dogs. There's a family trying to make the service dogs more affordable for people who need them. You're going to find out how.
And at 4:24, a recap of last night's American Idol. Look at J-Lo getting it there. Now we're down to 9, and the judges are sad to see the latest contestant go home. Ahead of an upcoming nuclear summit attended by President Obama and his Chinese counterpart, First Lady Michelle Obama travels to China for a 7-day visit. Fox News correspondent Molly Henberg has the details from Washington. One family is trying to make it easier for diabetics to get a service dog.
These specially trained animals are expensive, but this husband and wife are finding a way around the money. Their story next. Service animals can be very expensive, so one couple decided to train one on their own. It's a dog that can help diabetes patients.
Now they want to help others who need these type of dogs for a much lower cost. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has that story.
Good for them. You know,
Yeah.
that can be really expensive, and having to deal with the disease itself too. So good for them. Hopefully
Yes.
they'll figure that out.
Good idea.
Well, a beloved Spanish Fort volleyball coach stepping down from her position.
She's going to be focusing more on herself and her family. Barclay Kircher has been coaching volleyball and soccer at Spanish Fort High School since it was built in 2004.
That's right. Last year, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, which she was able to beat. But with a final surgery coming in May and wanting to spend more time with her family, she decided now was the time to step down from volleyball.
Kircher has been coaching volleyball for 22 years. She started at Satsuma High School.
You know, that had to be a hard decision. Her players say they will miss having her as a coach. Kircher hopes other women will learn from her story and get screened for breast cancer. Good message.
We wish you well, Coach Kircher. Okay, so then there were 9.
That's right. We're talking about American Idol. The contestant pool on American Idol getting smaller. A recap still to come. And if popcorn and a good movie sounds good for the weekend, we'll tell you what's in theaters. Stay with us.
MK.
Oh, it's down to the top 9 on American Idol, and it's the end of the road for 20-year-old MK Nobilette.
You know, I thought Jennifer Lopez was going to cry when she saw this. The singer got the lowest number of votes. She got a chance to sing for the judges once per season save, but they decided not to use it.
When are they going to use it, and why is J-Lo tapping her head like that? Okay, so if you're a fan of MK, don't worry, you can still catch her in the top 10 Tour America. Meantime, you can see the top 9 singers back in action next Wednesday night right here on Fox 10.
J-Lo, not a contestant.
That's a
on
new dance
American
move,
Idol.
apparently. Whoop, whoop.
Well, there's a big festival going on in Pensacola this weekend.
It's called Beulah Fest. Gates open at 4 this afternoon at the Pensacola Fairgrounds. Tonight's headliner is Rodney Atkins at 9:30. Then tomorrow, the Charlie Daniels Band will take the stage at 2 p.m. and then Leonard Skinner, 9:30 p.m.
They've got some fun bands. Local bands will also be performing throughout the weekend, and there will be fun activities for the kids, including games and rides. Tickets are $15 to $20 depending on when you buy them.
If you are a fan of the Zac Brown Band like Chastity Bird, this one's for you. Tickets for the band's summer concert went on sale this morning.
That's right. It's more in the Wharf concert series. The concert is set for Thursday, June 5th at 7 p.m. at the amphitheater at the Wharf in Orange Beach. You can get tickets at the Wharf, or you can buy them online through Ticketmaster. They always put on a good show.
Will you be going, Chas?
Usually if my schedule allows it,
Yes.
absolutely. I love concerts.
They may see you there jamming out in the crowd.
I'll be
Get it, girl. Okay. Blockbuster action and the Muppets on a trip around the globe. Those are just a couple of the options at the movies this weekend.
Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has your look at what's new in theaters.
You know what? I think this weather has you in a really good mood today.
Hey, we've got great weather across the Gulf Coast,
Yes.
and it's almost the weekend. It's just about perfect.
Yes, so Saturday is, please tell me this is going to stay.
The temperatures stay. The rain pretty much holds off, but we will see some clouds on Saturday. So not as pretty, but still
Okay.
feeling great.
Let's get to it.
All right, let's look at the forecast.
We are still following some breaking news. A 2-alarm fire at the U.S. Coast Guard base has been canceled. That's according to Mobile Fire Rescue. Officials say they received reports of black smoke and flames in Hangar 1. We're told the fire was on the roof and has been put out. Well, still to come on Fox 10 News, the crisis in Ukraine continues to get worse. The Russian president has officially annexed Crimea. An update on that at 4:52. Then at 5:04, an update on a vote that will allow a new coal terminal in Mobile. You'll hear from the city's planning commission. And at about 4:12, the Special Olympics are underway in Baldwin County. We've got Hal Sherrick. He's going to tell you more about that. We've got all those stories, but first, Fox 10 News anchor Bob Grip. He is just a busy man, and he was this morning. Bob, along with Congressman Bradley Byrne, met with about 300 high school leaders. He's going to tell you about it in a couple minutes.
Our own Bob Grip was a busy man this morning. He normally is.
He always is. He was out in the community helping out with an event. He's joining us now in the studio. So, Bob, what's this all about?
Well, I'll tell you, high schools in this morning's sessions.
Well, a controversial gun bill is one step closer to becoming a law in Alabama.
The Alabama Senate approved the bill this week. It's now headed to the House.
Senate Bill 354 has drawn a lot of criticism from law enforcement agencies across the state. If the bill becomes law, it will allow people to carry loaded handguns inside their vehicles without a pistol permit. Under current law, people without a pistol permit can carry a handgun in their vehicles, provided it's unloaded and out of reach.
Local law enforcement are getting some hands-on gun training. It's aimed at keeping them and you safe.
The training happened yesterday at the Mobile Metro Firearms Training Facility. Nationally recognized instructor Wes Doss said he wants officers to have good decision-making skills. Doss says officers need to be effective when shooting to keep themselves and the public safe.
A lot of times when
The 8-hour course consisted of 4 classroom hours and 8 hours at the firing range. Looks like they were doing pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know you kind of want to be out there, right?
Oh, I'd
Shooting.
love to be out there, absolutely.
So you guys, you know, it has been just kind of a crazy week.
It has, and you can say that again from oratorical competitions, which I was happy to be a part of, to wearing crazy socks. Plus, this amazing story.
Imagine the excitement of finding an antique worth $33 million.
What?
I dropped a hint there. Did you catch it? Take a look at this when we come back.
Well, we've got a drive-through diva, a congressman cuts a rug, and an exceptional find.
Take a look at this.
Today, I heard Baymonette Middle School and all the schools had a good time and
Bob
enjoyed
is
the weather.
busy. Bob is busy. Chastity's busy. We're busy at Fox
Hey,
10.
I wouldn't take it any other way.
That's right. Okay, so have you guys seen anyone wearing some strange colored socks today?
Well,
I have.
there was a good reason for it. World Down Syndrome Day was celebrated today. Wearing colored or mismatched socks gave people a good reason to explain the footwear and why today was so special.
It's because today the Mobile County Public School System participated in the Rock Your Socks Day. Many of us here at Fox 10 displayed outlandish foot gear too. You're taking a look at it.
Look at that. World Down Syndrome Day was created 8 years ago to raise awareness and mobilize support for the dignity, rights, and well-being of people with Down syndrome.
The City Planning Commission has approved what some might consider is the most important application this year.
The commission approved the building of a coal terminal off Virginia Street, but only half the commissioners showed up for the vote. Fox 10 News reporter Renee Dials